Good afternoon and welcome to the Snakebite, your home for FSC Athletics. I'm Camille Jardina.
And I'm Andrew Pauling, and here's what's going on in the world of moccasin athletics. Matthew Holmes was named Sunshine State Conference Men's Swimmer of the Year for the second year in a row after leading the Mocs with 16 individual wins in the regular season. The senior swimmer also won a national championship in the 400 IM event for the second time, defending his title from last season. Senior basketball standout Jonathan Lawton has received All-American honors after being named to the National Association of Basketball Coaches All-American Squad. Lawton averaged 22.5 points per game for the Mocs and was named SSC Men's Player of the Year and was voted as the D2 CCA South Region Player of the Year. In women's basketball, seniors Anya Fuchs-Robertson and Camille Giardina both were named as All-American selections by the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. Fuchs-Robertson averaged 18.4 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and shot a conference best 53.6% from the floor. Giardina, who was also named Conference Player of the Year, averaged a conference best 19.8 points per game and finished the year with the second most points in a single season in school history with 654. Camille, congratulations on those achievements, and what was this honor like for you and the fellow FSC All-Americans?
It's just such a great accomplishment because not many people get to walk out of their university and say that they were an All-American nonetheless multiple years in a row, and so many people that year, both men and women, get to say that.
Can you kind of reflect on the basketball season this year specifically and then your time at Florida Southern overall?
This season was quite bittersweet. It wasn't the ending we had hoped for or had foreseen. Thought we had talent to go a little further. However, reflecting on the season as a whole, it was quite a great season. I can't really complain. We set numerous records, and my time here, my 4 years, it was just so successful, and I'm just thankful and blessed for the opportunity.
Well, congratulations again to you, and congratulations to all of the other FSC All-Americans from both the fall and spring semesters. Last Monday, Drew Howard was named the new Athletic Director and Dean of Wellness for Florida Southern College. He sat down with me to discuss his recent promotion late last week. Here's what he had to say. Drew, first off, congratulations on the well-deserved promotion.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
And then you've been in the position now for a couple of days. What has that experience been like for you early on?
First few days have been a lot of fun. A lot of people reaching out, offering congratulations. And today I spent most of my day going through old files from Pete, so that's still fun. But it's been nice the first few days, just getting feedback from people and being able to just kind of enjoy this moment a little bit and take those congratulations and catch up with some folks, and it's been good. It's been nice.
And then for you, you were in the position on an interim basis for the past couple of months before the promotion a few days ago. Could you kind of describe that process to us?
Yeah, the interim process was really scary at first. It's a weird, you're worried you might be a placeholder instead of a legitimate contender for the position, but Dr. Kerr and administration were all great, and they were very supportive of me even at the very beginning from the first day in the interim process. So in reality, I've been acting like I was the AD and doing the job like the AD would do it as myself, how I would do it, and not worrying about the interim title or what the structure looks like, and just coming to work, showing up and doing the best we can. And really the whole administrative staff did that. We went to work and we didn't stress too much about what the titles were or what was going on with the hiring process, and just tried to do the best we could. So the interim was a little stressful, but I was so busy that I didn't have too much time to worry or stress about anything else, just got to work. So it was good.
And then for the remainder of the year, do you have any short-term plans or changes that you'd like to make before the end of this year?
No, not really. We're so late in the year. It's really just trying to maintain what we have. We have a lot of really great student athletes who are still competing at a high level, and the job is to support them the best we can, support those programs the best we can the rest of this spring term. Florida Southern is pretty fortunate. We're an athletic department that's in good shape, an institution that's in good shape. So it's really more maintain, get through the rest of this year, do the best we can, and support those athletes and those programs the best we can.
And then you mentioned Pete a little earlier on. What was he like for you as a mentor over the past handful of years here at Florida Southern?
Yeah, Pete was great. He was obviously very good at his job. Was a Hall of Fame baseball coach, won a national championship there, and then stepped into the AD role, and really that same level of success he brought to the AD role. From day one here, he and I had very clear conversations about what I wanted in my career, and he was more than willing over and over again to put me into situations to test me and to get a lot of that experience that I needed. And he's still being supportive. I mean, he was supportive all through that and all through the interim process while he was here. But we still text a couple times a week, and I'll ask him a question or a situation that I'm going through, and he's still supportive. I owe him an awful lot.
And then for you, at just 34 years of age, you hope to be in this position for a long time. What are some of your long-term goals, and what is something that you wish to continue over the next handful of years at least? Yeah,
everything, I do want to be here a long time, and everything we do, we want to focus on the student-athlete experience. So we want to improve the student-athlete experience in little ways every opportunity we get. Some of the big things I want to do is really circle with our alumni in our sports and give them more support, draw them together, hope that they'll be more involved in the future. We have that in some sports, but we don't have that across the board, but really trying to do that across the board. And as always, I'm trying to grow our donor base and find sports that strategically we need to look at adding. There are improvements all over the athletic department we'd like to make with facilities and how we're funded, and those are all big long-term plans that are going to take time and will happen when the time is right.
All right, well, Drew, thank you for taking the time, and good luck in the new position.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.
The softball team fell to 14-19 on the season and 6-15 in conference play after dropping 2 of 3 against Berry over the weekend. The Mocs picked up a 7-3 win in a game on Friday and then were swept in the Saturday doubleheader. The baseball team endured similar struggles in their series against Emory-Riddle, dropping the first 2 contests before picking up a win in their Sunday afternoon game. Von Braun hit 2 home runners, and Trevor Castell threw 5 quality innings on the mound to help the Mocs avoid the sweep. They are now 18-13 overall and 4-8 in conference play. Andrew, what directions have these 2 teams been trending towards?
Well, for both teams, they've struggled in conference play. They both have fairly below 500 records in their conference matchups. For softball, the primary concern is that they haven't been holding on to their early leads. They'll get a lead in the first, second, or third inning, and then they won't be able to hold on to it through the remainder of the game. On the baseball side, it's been a starting pitching issue. The starting pitchers have an ERA north of 6 overall, and then the bullpen ERA is down towards 3, which is a lot more respectable and where you would have expected it to be. So for them, they're going to have to change things around from a rotation standpoint, get the starters some more quality innings, avoid that big inning, and avoid the couple of walks that have really hurt them each game, and that's something that they're going to have to turn around for the rest of their conference play. The men's team, or the baseball team, will be in action with a home series this weekend against Rollins with the first game on Friday and then games on Saturday and Sunday as well. Now, let's check in on lacrosse. The men's lacrosse team improved to 7-4 overall after picking up 18-6 and 19-10 wins against Colorado Mesa and Palm Beach Atlantic. The team is back in action against the University of Tampa in a 7 p.m. game here at home tonight. On the women's side of things, the Mocs picked up a 22-8 victory against Mount Olive on Saturday, improving to 9-2 overall. The team has 2 home games this week as they take on Rollins today at 4 p.m. and Embry-Riddle on Saturday at 1 p.m.
In women's tennis, the Mocs fell to 12-4 on the season after dropping games against 3 straight top 15 opponents. The team was defeated by number 11, Academy of the Art, number 8, Nova Southeastern, and number 4, Lynn. In the Lynn matchup, the Mocs were shut out for the first time this season. They play on the road at Eckerd on Friday and return home on Saturday for a 10 a.m. matchup against number 1 ranked Berry. The men's team also fell to Lynn by a final of 0-7 as they were shut out by the number 9 ranked Lynn team. They will be back in action this Saturday as they will be taking on the number 1 Berry at 10 a.m.
The beach volleyball team improved to 10-8 through the end of March, defeating Lincoln Memorial and Eckerd in their matchup last Tuesday. The Mocs took on FGCU in Fort Myers yesterday, and a recap of that game is available on fscmocs.com. Thanks for joining us this week on the Snakebite. Megan and Slinky will be back with you guys next Wednesday at 3 p.m. I'm Andrew Pauling.
And I'm Camille Jardina. Thank you for tuning in.